All right, music fans and fans of the current issues of the day, welcome. Harmless Dave here, becoming more harmful by the hour, talking about real music, real issues, the media, whatever, in real time for real people, just like you and just like me. So, a narrative popped up last week because people are rushing out to their local veterinarian or their local feed store in their community, and they're buying this medication that's supposedly only for horses, only for horses, only for cows. The government has a PSA out there that says, you're not a horse, man, or y'all got to stop this, trying to make it sound like they're from the South. Y'all got to stop taking this horse medication, man. What you doing taking that? What kind of person are you? Don't you listen to the good little doctor that we've had on TV now for 18 months has been wrong every single time he's been on TV, like every single time. When he opens his mouth, you know how you know he's lying? It's when he opens his mouth. That's how you know. All right. So that's number one on the agenda. And if you remember Paul Shortino, if you want to integrate this into a rock conversation, who was in a band, I think, called Rough Cut. And I think he was in Quiet Riot for a little while. And he was performing down in Vegas, doing some kind of rock and roll tribute review type thing. He took this stuff and he got lambasted because he gave a testimony. He said, you know what? I was sick. 3 days later, I felt better. He took this anti-parasitical, they always make it sound like he took rat poison. Maybe Stephen Piercy should try that. Maybe that would help him. Just kidding, Stephen. It's like if you told somebody, hey, I figured this out on my own. I did this and it worked. Oh, no, you can't do this yourself. You can't fix your own problem anymore. You've got to wait for us to come and do it. The government is here. The government is here, and we're here to help you. It's just, and what's mind-blowing to me is these people, there's no spirit of rebellion. There's no spirit of, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna do a workaround, right? Because what are people told? Okay, I see you're not feeling well. Just go home. They take the test. Of course, the test comes back in a way that they want the test to come back. I'm sorry. It can be. You can look at the calibration and do all that stuff. It can come back the way they want it, and that's why some people walk around. Well, I didn't feel sick at all, but yet I took the test, and they said it was positive. So I don't know. I feel good. This is what you need to do. Go home. Don't come out for like 2 weeks, 10 days, whatever. So you lose your ability to go to school. You lose your ability to go to work. You could lose your job. Yeah, don't worry about it. Because if you could be somebody that, destroys someone else's life or makes someone else very sick, the whole thing is designed in a way where, gee, I don't feel sick, but no, stay home. So what are people doing, with their going to the feed store, man, I'm going down there, I'm going to get my own stuff. People are like, you can't take that stuff. Au contraire. If it's in the right amount, it's been around for a very long time. And I don't know how many adverse effects there are from it, but I can tell you this, it's probably better than the thing they're telling you to do, right? I know. Look, I can beat this dead horse, right? Pun intended. And I can think to myself, what is wrong? Why is there no intellectual curiosity? Why do statistics not matter now? Seriously, why do statistics not matter? Why do you hear just one narrative? Because what? If people are exposed to something that might help them, they might actually go do that rather than wait for the almighty godlike arm from the death cult, all right, which is wanting to create, people losing their jobs, people losing their income, people losing their livelihood, people maybe losing their house, or they can't pay their rent and so forth, so they can't live there. Why is this a good, why are all these things, like, nobody considers any of the collateral damage here? And you sit here and you listen to this day after day and you're like, well, this isn't a good idea. More people are going to suffer, but yet they're lining up in the free state where I live, supposedly where freedom rules. They're going to lock everything down again because they went to some judge somewhere. And the judge is like, yeah, his thing is, and I get it. When governors or presidents or whoever make decrees, do their executive orders, it's unconstitutional. So I get that end of it. But it's funny how some decrees and executive orders are never challenged in court. But the ones where people say, please leave us alone, those all go to court and those are all overturned. Or then you have to go up the ladder further. I do think you need to make laws rather than make decrees. But even so, you take the law to court, and what is the court going to do? This law is unconstitutional, even though we're not applying it to the Constitution as the Constitution was written. So what does this have to do with music? Probably not a whole lot, except for the fact that all of these music people walk in perfect harmony with the narrative. Gene Simmons, again, blowing his top again at either a fan or at the idea that there's other views out there. The dude, there's a lot of these people should really just stay off of social media. But they're all, like I said in my last video, they might be getting paid. And if they're not getting paid, there's some kind of benefit to sticking with what they're saying. There's some kind of benefit to them. More so than just, oh, I've got protection. No, you don't. Paul Stanley, how did that work out? Well, it could have been, and again, they keep throwing the goalposts like into, it's like past the end zone into the grandstands and probably in the parking lot at this point. Where's the goalpost, Paul? No transmission, wrong. No sickness, wrong again. And now they're telling you you're going to have follow-ups. I've been hearing this for those folks who are a little bit compromised in the area of, immunity, right? They're going to have more. They're going to have to do it again, do the thing again. There are people already getting their third thing. This is a disaster, people. This is an absolute unmitigated disaster. And anyone who thinks that, and by the way, is this going to be your life every 5 months? This is what you're going to do? I haven't had one of those things. Well, I had one. It's funny because ironically, I had one at the beginning of 2020, just for the garden variety thing. My wife kept bugging me. We've both like completely flipped on this. So we're both like, no more, never again, not doing it. And I have ways around it. And I know a lot of people have ways around it, or they'll take their chances. And, oh, you're risking everybody's life, Wilbur. Again, going back to the horse. I will take my chances with Wilbur, and I will do what I think is best for me until, somebody shows up at my house with a firearm and says, nope, you can't do that. In which case, folks, it's actually the hill to die on. At that point, if that's really what they're going to do, I'm willing. I've had a good life. I worry about my children, obviously, but seriously, you may think I'm a kook or a crazy person. Look what they're doing in Australia. You think I'm nuts? Look what they're doing in Australia. Look what they're doing in Canada. It's here. It's coming. And rock stars are just worried about, gee, should I cancel the tickets? Should I cancel the date? Should I not do this concert? I did do all the things I'm supposed to do. Paul, Gene, just hire the stand-ins. Don't take the risk. Why should you even go out there? You're not even singing anyway. Just the whole thing people is so frustrating. And it's the first time in my adult life where I will lay awake at night thinking about if our country will survive, our world will survive. I don't know if it will. If we keep going down this road, this will never end. They're not going to stop. And I said this the very first time I actually did this topic. And some people sent me messages saying I was crazy and I was a conspiracy theorist and not following the science. What science? What science? All right, I'm done with this rant. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Watch the videos. Please put them on repeat play. Watch all the ads, because eventually the algorithm is going to do some stuff, and we've all got to be ready for that. Those of us who do this and try to think we're going to earn revenue. So I need patrons, $1 a month. If you can afford $1, say I had 1,000 new patrons at $1 a month. The content at that point would just get even more blunt and straightforward than it is now. But in any event, thanks again, and I will talk to you soon.